Hi, this is Sridevi Ganeshan, and I am presenting Communicating Through WhatsApp today as part of the Tech Talk for Seniors series. Now, before we begin, I would like to request everyone to mute their phones or to silence their phones so as to make sure that the presentation is not interrupted, and also to hold all questions until the end of the presentation. So as I said, my name is Sridevi Ganeshan, and I am an attorney who has been practicing law in Los Angeles for the last 13 years. I practice real estate and business litigation. I've studied at Loyola Law School, and even though it doesn't indicate on the slideshow, I have also studied at Pomona College in Claremont. And so that you'll have a visual of me, I put a little picture of myself from my firm's website. It's, I guess, not the most up-to-date picture. You could probably shave off a few pounds from my cheeks, but it's pretty much something to look at, so you'll know how I may appear to you. And I'm not just a voice off the phone. So let's get on to the presentation. What is WhatsApp? WhatsApp is a text application that's found on iPhones and on Android phones. It's similar to text messaging, except that WhatsApp operates over 4G and 3G and Wi-Fi. So essentially, WhatsApp operates using data, whereas regular text messaging operates using your network, your service provider's network. And in that way, it's dissimilar. And it allows individuals to form groups to communicate, and it also allows for one-on-one communication. Its most popular use is when communicating with people who live overseas or when you're on a vacation with a group of people. And I'll give you a few examples of how WhatsApp is very useful to me. For one, my mother lives in Sri Lanka, and I have a cousin who lives in Singapore, and I have another one that actually travels all over the world. So when I am still able to communicate with all of them using WhatsApp, and it doesn't cost a dime for any of us, especially given that, by everyone living in different locations, we're able to communicate with each other. Even though we have different service providers or different phones, we're able to still text to each other, and it doesn't cost anything as long as you have access to Wi-Fi or you're able to use the data from your service provider. With regular text messaging, if your phone doesn't operate, your service provider doesn't operate on another country, and that's your only mode of operation or only mode of communication is by text messaging, it can cost you a lot of money, or you just simply won't be able to communicate with anyone else. So that's why it's useful in that context. Another example is when I went on a trip to Mexico with a group of friends. We all had downloaded WhatsApp to our individual phones prior to the trip, except for one person. And when we got to Mexico, we were at the resort, and the resort had Wi-Fi that we could all access. All of us who had WhatsApp on our phones and who also had different service providers and different phones were able to communicate with one another, to coordinate and to find each other if we were all spread out. But the one person who didn't have WhatsApp was not able to communicate with anyone, and she was unable at that point to even download it on her phone because her network didn't operate in Mexico. So that's an example. I think she certainly learned her lesson because as soon as we landed back in the U.S., she immediately downloaded WhatsApp so to not run into the same problem in the future. So this is an example of, these are examples of just how useful WhatsApp can be when traveling or when communicating with people who are overseas. And it is just as easy to use. And for iPhones, WhatsApp is free, but for Android phones, it just less than $1.
You did something to me this morning after you woke up, I can't know.
Why is it?
I'd just like to remind everyone, if you can, to please put your phones on mute so that you'd be able to, the presentation won't be interrupted.
Mommy, I'm watching.
So moving on, you'd want to download WhatsApp on your phone in order to begin. So I'm going to take us now to a website that is here that shows that's able to mirror my own phone. The website is called Mobizen.com, and the image of the phone that you're seeing is the image of my phone, and it's kind of a live feed to my phone. So I'm going to take you. I have an Android phone. I do not have an iPhone, unlike many people. With an Android phone, you would find WhatsApp on the the App Store, which is for Android, it's the Play Store, and for iPhones, it's the Apple Store. So I'm going to click onto Play Store, and I would search for WhatsApp, which is you just type in WhatsApp, and you'll see it, WhatsApp Messenger, and you'll come to this page. Now, I already have WhatsApp downloaded on my phone, so it's not going to give me the option to install. But if you're a new WhatsApp user, you would click on Install, and the phone it will start downloading WhatsApp onto your phone. And then afterwards, just continue to follow the prompts. The next thing they will ask you to do is accept the terms and conditions. Just accept that, and then they'll ask you for your cell phone number. And you'd want to put in the phone number of the phone you are using, because that's exactly the phone that's going to be having WhatsApp, or you'll be utilizing WhatsApp. So put that cell phone number down. And the next thing I'll take you to is to put the name for your profile. And so I chose my own name, and so it'll be Sridevi. And once you finish that, it'll take you directly to your chats page. Now, as you can see, I already have a lot of chats on WhatsApp. But if you've never used it before, this entire page will be blank. So now if you look on WhatsApp here, one of the things I wanted to show you, is, like I said, this is your chats page, so it's going to be blank. If you want to be able to send a message, you want to look at all your contacts, you'd click on the plus and the envelope thing on the top middle corner, the top corner. So I'd click on that, and it takes me to all my contacts. Now, what WhatsApp does is it pulls all your contacts from your contacts section of your cell phone, and it pulls in all the contacts that have downloaded WhatsApp on their individual phones. So anyone who has not downloaded WhatsApp will not find it on you will not find that person's name or information on your WhatsApp contacts page. And if you'd also look here, you can see that some people have pictures, and some people, just have blank faces. Other people, you can see there's what they call a status. So it'll say like, "Hey there, I'm using WhatsApp," or it'll say "available" or "at the gym." These are just ways to personalize your profile page. And if you would like to do that, you would click you would go back to your chats page, and then you would click on the three dots to the right and click on Settings to take you to your profile. And so this is the picture that I selected for my my WhatsApp profile page. You can change it. You can see there's a little pencil mark there. Just click on the little pen, and it gives you the option of either taking a picture of yourself right now, or to take a picture from a list of pictures you already have from your phone. You can also change the name here. This is my name, Sridevi. I'm going to keep it because I like it. So I'm going to go back now. And then if you want to change your status, you just click again to the top right corner and click on Status, and you'll see some options available. These are pre-selected options. You're free to choose any of this, or you can write your own, again, using the little pen mark here and type your own message. But to be honest, I actually don't know very many people who really utilize that or really pay attention much to the status. So in my opinion, it's just a little superfluous. But and anyway, okay, let's go on to sending a message. So in order to send a message, you want to write a message first. Pick the person you want to write. You can either scroll down your contacts page, or you can search for them on the top if you have a lot of names. So I'm going to go ahead and type one of my friends' names on, Priya. And so as you can see, there's some ways you can communicate. You can communicate by text, or you can even insert pictures, as Priya has done. So for an example, if you want to send a message, you just click on the little cursor on the bottom, and immediately your keyboard pops up, and you just type in a message, and you can send it. Another thing you can do to personalize it is use what's called emoticons. So that's this little smiley face here. You click on it, and you'll see a whole bunch of different pictures that you can use. And these are just fun little ways to accentuate your message so that it's just makes it a little bit more playful. And it really comes from use. As you continue to use WhatsApp, you'll find these little emoticons to be just fun and amusing to use. So if I want to, for example, show that I'm really upset, I'll just send that with a little unhappy face or crying face, and it'll go to Priya. Now, and you can see Priya is typing. Once she's typing, and if you're on at the same page, you'll see it. You'll see also that there are check marks here. When you send an initial message, you'll see one check mark. That means that the message has been sent. If you see two check marks, it means the message has been delivered. But if those two check marks are in blue, it means that the message has been read, which clearly it has in this case. So that's, again, another little way to send messages. As you can see, you can also send pictures like Priya did earlier. You would just click on the little paperclip on the top right. You can send anything really, a photo, a video, a contact, a map if you want to. I mean, I've never done any of those, but you can pick a picture and send it. I'm going to send her this random picture, or maybe not. Never mind. I'll send her this. She's already seen it. So I'm sending her another picture of my niece, and that's it. So it shows that she's received it, but it's an example of how you can send pictures to one another. Another useful thing, if typing is difficult for you, if you find that it's too slow, another thing you can do is actually send what's called, or what I call, a voice text, which is that you see this little microphone in the corner. You just click on it. It'll give you the instruction on what to do, which is to hold, to record, and release to send. So I can hold it and send it to Priya. Hello, Priya. How are you? And then I'll release it, and then you'll see that the message has been sent. And then playing it, send it to Priya. Hello, Priya. How are you? So you can also listen to your message. Of course, the only drawback for that is if your recipient is in a location where she can't even hear you listen or talk on the phone, that's not going to be useful. She's not going to be able to listen to the message. So so these are little tools for sending individual messages. Now, to do a group message, which is, again, like I said, probably the most useful part of WhatsApp, you would again go to this three little dots to the right here if you have an Android phone and click New Group. Now, I've told my mother this many times, and my father as well, and using this sort of technology, whether it's the computer or whether it's your phone, whatever it is, it's not something that any of them have grown up with, and certainly I did not grow up with cell phones, so to me it was also a little difficult to start getting used to it. But what I've found is a lot of information that you need to do, a lot of the instruction is right in front of you, so you shouldn't be scared to type anything or to press on anything. It's not like it's going to self-destruct. So feel free to, like for example here, it says, we started a new group. It says type group subject here. So it's telling you exactly what you need to do. So I'll type in Tech Talk here, and I'll click on next because it's telling me to do so. And then it'll tell me to add participants' names. So I'll click on the I can do it that way, or I can just start typing it, really. So if I want to type Priya's name, I'll type Priya. If I want to type in another friend's name, I'll type it also, and then I'll create the group. That's what they're telling me to do. So now here, you can see it's part of your chat, and I want to click on it. It will take me to my chat group, and then I can write to them saying, "Hi guys," and send the message, and it'll be sent to the group. And Priya is, you can see again, responding. So, again, going back to the check marks that I was talking about earlier, what I've noticed is that with the group chats, if all the people in the group have not read the WhatsApp message that you've sent, the check marks will not be in blue. Like one person, clearly Priya has read the message, but my other friend Aditi has not, so therefore it's not going to be blue for her. Or the check marks won't be blue until she reads it. So that's a little sort of glitch, if you will, with the group text, but otherwise it operates pretty much the same. And let's look at this. So I've been showing you stuff on the Android phone. So let's look now at how the iPhone would look like, and that's an example here. And this is a program using Reflector, which is off my friend Priya's phone. And so she's going in, so let's go into WhatsApp here. As you can see, it looks similar, but it's not. So this is the chats page, and if you wanted to send a message, you would click on the top right corner here, where it says like there's a pen and the paper, and again, you would search for whoever you would want. So like if she's searching for me, I'm there, and then these are our messages to one another, and it's showing also the date and time that the date that the message was sent. Now, if she wants to do a group, you can also do that, but it's a little bit easier here because it's literally telling you a new group. So you would click the new group, and then it would tell you, is that right? Did I do that right? Cancel. So new group. Yeah, okay, here. So clicking on new group, it takes you to the section that says new group. It actually gives you the option to add a photo. We're going to skip that, and we're going to say a text for seniors. Ooh. Okay. You go next, and then the same thing, add a name. So I'll put in my name, I'll put in Aditi's name too, and then create, and see, it's the same thing. It's created, the group's been created. So that's, it operates again the same way. And then here you have the little microphone here. See, it's the same thing, hold to record, release to send. So it's exactly the same way of operating as an iPhone, an Android phone. So they're all pretty much the same, essentially. And yes, that is it. I think if you want to look at fixing your status, there's a status button down here on the bottom. That's what I just clicked, and it'll take you to choosing how you want to change your status. Again, these are the same pre-selected items from before. Go back. All right, so now we're back to the chats page. So again, this is all very simple to use. I see on my phone her little message came up. So these are all very simple to use. As you can see on my phone, I have a couple of trips that I've used here. I've had an annual wine trip, a Maldives trip that I've used to form and to communicate with other people and for planning purposes. I do know, again, there are family members who form groups together and communicate, so it's a great way of sending pictures to one another and just, communicating with one another, especially if you're abroad or if you're just even within the same state and you have kids and you just want to share pictures with everyone in the family. It's just a great way of staying in touch. So that's my presentation for today. If there is any questions you have, please go, unmute your phones and ask the questions.
Actually, it's instructive, and I think that something learned is how to basically form a group. Essentially, WhatsApp. I have used the WhatsApp a little bit sparingly in the past.
Okay.
But I learned how to form a group and use it. Thank you very much for the help.
Oh, you're welcome, Uncle. Are there any other questions? All right, so I guess that concludes our presentation for today. I would recommend that you go to this Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Tech Talk for Seniors. You'll find this presentation will be posted there, as well as a previous presentation, and the remaining presentations from the Tech Talk for Seniors series will be there as well. So please continue to check it. And thank you very much, and I hope you guys continue to enjoy WhatsApp.